Five more question we are going to discuss, that is transformer. Yes, so transformer, which is a device used to increase or decrease the AC voltages or current, or to transmit the AC voltage from one place to another place. So what is the principle used in this? What is the principle of the device? In a general point of view, we can say that the general principle, we can say that electromagnetic induction, but in more specific, that will be mutual induction. That will is what, children? Mutual AC induction. Okay. And next one is a diagram. We are going to draw the diagram. We just see that this is a soft iron core, which is called the core of the transformer, and there are two windings. One is in the input side and another one is in what, children? Output side. So this is input side and this will be output side, and which has the n number of turns. Say for example, this output part is called a secondary as a windings, secondary circuit or secondary. So the number of turns in that is ns. Similarly, this is input part is called primary. So that number of turns in that is what, children? NP. So therefore, this is NP, number of turns in primary, and NS, number of turns in the secondary. And this is called input part, which is connected with some AC source, and which also produce the AC. AC has to be output, which also produce the what, children? AC has to be output part. Yes. Okay. And there is another diagram. So what is the need of another diagram? Yes, anyway I will draw here, but what is the difference between this one and another diagram we will discuss and later, yes, on this same chapter. Okay. Now please see that this is the another arrangement for the as a transformer, as all are made by a soft iron core only, and you just see that this is the windings which is related to as input part of the circuit, and this will be input part. So this is the input part, that is nothing but primary. Similarly, as that the secondary windings also is drawn over that. This is output part, this is called secondary, therefore NS, and here what will be there, children? NP is there. This is connected to AC source. This is connected to AC source. So there will be a slight difference between these two diagrams. What is it that will be discussed? So all these, both the cases, yes, they are made by what, children? A soft iron core. That is a ferromagnetic material, soft iron core is there. Okay, and these are the copper wires which are insulated. Insulated copper windings are used in primary and secondary circuit. Yes. So as by Faraday's law, we know that whenever alternating current is there, there will be a time changing or time varying magnetic flux. Because of that fluctuation, some EMF will be induced in the primary. Therefore, in the primary circuit, so in the primary windings of the transformer, let EP be the induced EMF in the primary turn, that can be written as minus NP into what, children? D pi by S dt. Minus NP into what, children? D pi by dt. We know that for n windings, that the EMF value equal to n times of d pi by dt. Similarly, in the secondary circuit, I can say that ES equal to what, children? Minus NS into d pi by dt. So here for ideal situation, I am assuming that therefore whatever the flux produced in the primary is completely linked with the secondary. Therefore here also d pi by dt, here also d pi by dt. Therefore you just divide this, I can get that as what, children? Now you please see that. So I can divide that as to be ES by EP, that is equal to what, children? NS by NP. Say this is equation number 1. Say that is equation number is what, children? 1. Yes. And for ideal transformer, where there is no power loss, for ideal case means there is no power loss, therefore we can say that input power is equal to output power. Input power equal to what, children? Output power. Therefore that electric power formula, we know that voltage into current. So here input part is nothing but primary, and output part is nothing but what, children? Secondary. Therefore I can say that here this has to be a primary or input power. Therefore EP into IP. EP into what, children? IP, primary voltage and current. This output part is nothing but secondary. Therefore ES, secondary is voltage and secondary current. Yes, children. So from this I can say that ES by EP, that is equal to what, children? ES by EP, that is equal to IP by SIS. So this is the another equation. Yes, okay. The voltage ratio, just see that the LHS is same in both the cases. Therefore, I equate all these three equations. Therefore, I can get that has to be yes. Now, please see that you just compare 1 and 2. So, from 1 and 2, we can say that these ratios are equal. Therefore, that is nothing but what, children? ES by EP, that is equal to NS by NP, that is equal to what, children? IP by IS, that is primary or input current, secondary or output current. All these ratios are equal to some constant. That constant is taken as to be K, that is known as to be transformer constant, where K is called what, children? Transformer constant. So, transformer ratio. Transformer what, children? Transformer is ratio. Transformer ratio. So, depends on the K value, we can say that yes, whether the transformer will be a step up or step down, like that. So, now please see that if you just see that K, yes, K is greater than 1. What is the meaning of K is greater than 1? Secondary voltage is greater than primary voltage. That's why then only the ratio will be greater than 1. Or NS is greater than NP, then only the ratio will be greater than 1. Or IP is greater than IS. That means output current is less when compared to input current. All these cases, K should be greater than 1. Such type of condition is called a step up transformer. Step up what, children? Transformer. That means very simple. Output voltage is greater than the input voltage, means that is called a step up transformer. And another one is what, children? Yes, now please see that if K is less than 1. So again same story. K is less than 1 means denominator is greater than numerator. Therefore, I can say that they are called a step down transformer. They are called what, children? Step down transformer. That means output voltage is lesser than the input voltage. Output voltage is lesser than the what, children? Input voltage. So, this is the types of transformer. Yes, generally the step up transformers are used at the power transmission end. So, transmission end. So, step ups are used at what, children? Transmission end. Whereas, for example, yes, there is a power station, yes, generate the electric power. That to transmit that, they have to step up the the produced electric power. So, our electric current or voltage. So, therefore, it is at the transmission end. It is at the used at the what, children? Transmission end. And the step down transformers are used at the receiving end. They are, this step down are using in receiving end. So, that is the information about the types of transformer and where it is be used. Okay. The another one, yes, the another one is called the efficiency of the transformer. Efficiency of the what, children? Transformer. But in real case, ideal case only we have write like this, but in reality there will be a energy loss. So, because of that output power will not be always equal to input power. Therefore, the efficiency is eta is nothing but the ratio of output power to the input power. That is nothing but output power is nothing but ES IS divided by what, children? EP and IP. In case of percentage, you just multiply by 100%. So, that is our wish. Okay. So, this is the information. And the last one is what means energy losses. Energy loss. Types of energy losses. Because for ideal case only there is no energy loss, but in practice, in normal conditions or normal usages, there will be energy loss. So, the first energy loss what we are going to discuss is called copper loss or heat loss. Copper or what, children? Heat loss. We know that whenever current is passing through the coil, due to the Joule's heating effect, yes, we know that H is equal to what, children? I square R into T. So, due to that, some amount of electric power is wasted in the form of heat energy, thermal energy. So, that type of loss means what, children? Copper loss or heat loss, yes, due to the Joule's effect. How to solve this one? How to rectify this copper loss means we have to use thick insulated copper wires. Thick copper wires. Thick what, children? Copper wires. Because copper wire is more thickness means less resistance. Therefore, the power loss will be less. The second power loss what we are going to discuss is that one is called iron loss. But in iron loss, there are two subdivisions are there. There are two subdivisions. One is called what, children? Eddy current loss. One is what, children? Eddy current loss. Yes, that is the one type of energy loss, and another one is hysteresis loss. And another one is what, children? Hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss. Okay, hysteresis loss. What is that eddy current loss means? We know that whenever a soft iron core or metallic sheets are placed in the time varying magnetic field or varying as magnetic field, what will happen? A current is induced in it. So that current is called what, children? Eddy current or Foucault current. That and all we discussed in the previous chapters. Okay, if you want the clarity, just kindly refer that video. So due to that, some eddy current will be produced. When eddy current produces, that is flowing in the core of the transformer, which will result the Joule's heating effect. That means energy will be appeared wasted in the form of heat energy due to the production of eddy current. So energy loss, eddy current loss means that is nothing but what, children? Yes, due to the time varying magnetic flux or varying magnetic flux, eddy current is produced in the core of the transformer, which leads to the heat loss. Okay, that type of loss is eddy current loss. This can be reduced by either using shell type core. That means instead of using a thick as a core, we can use that collection of sheets. So this is one shell, one a rectangular as a sheet, iron, soft iron sheet, another one. Like that you have to keep one over another, a collection of sheets. So shell type core, and we can use that insulated as one, insulation. Yes, if the cores are insulated, means we can reduce the effect of what, children? Yes, the effect of eddy current can be reduced. What is the next one is hysteresis loss. Again, since what we are applying is AC current, so when time changes, the direction of the AC voltage or current also will be changed like this. Sometimes it will be positive value, sometimes it will be negative value. So due to that, the field produced by that alternating current is sometimes it will be one direction, sometimes it will be in the opposite direction. That means in the core of the transformer, where that soft iron core, where all the materials are made by small molecular magnets, during the change in direction of the applied magnetic field, there will be a magnetization. That means orientation and demagnetization, that is called reorientation. So magnetizing, demagnetizing, both will take place. Due to that, you know that whenever dipoles are turned, the energy loss formula is what, children? The energy, potential energy, U is equal to minus mb cos theta. So by according to that, there will be energy loss due to the magnetizing and demagnetizing of the core of the transformer. So that is the energy loss. So how to reduce that energy loss means by using, we know that what is hysteresis curve, that also discussed in the magnetism chapter. Please refer the video. So in order to reduce the hysteresis loss, we need to select the material whose hysteresis curve will be very narrow, because energy loss is directly proportional to area of the hysteresis loop. Therefore, so what type of material they can use means soft iron cores are used. Soft iron core are used whose hysteresis curve is very small. Okay, students. So the next one. So this is the second one, and in second there are two subdivisions. So we can consider this is second one, third one, like that also. The next one is flux loss. The another one is what, children? Flux loss. Yes, just now we please see that in ideal situation we said that all the magnetic flux produced in the primary winding is linked with the secondary. That means there is no leakage. But here in practice there will be air gap. So whatever the magnetic field lines produced here is not completely passing through here. That means there will be leakage or leakage of the flux produced here. In order to minimize that only flux leakage, to minimize the flux leakage, for that purpose only, so we are winding the windings one over the another, which will reduce the what, children? Flux leakage, because here the primary secondary windings are placed one over another. Therefore the air gap will be reduced. Because of that, the energy loss will be very less. So flux loss means what, children? All the flux produced at the primary is not completely is not completely linked with the secondary. How to minimize that? By winding these turns, that means the primary windings and the secondary windings are as overlapped with each other. So the overlapping is overlapping of what children? As primary and what children? Secondary windings. Primary and what children? Secondary windings one over another. Yes, this is the another one. The last energy loss in the transformer is sound loss. Sound or vibration of the core. So sound loss, I can call it as, simply call it as sound loss. So due to the the eddy current produced in the core of the transformer, we know that whenever current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field, it experiences the force. Due to that, what will happen? The core of the transformer will vibrate. Core of the transformer will be what children? Vibrate. So which results some amount of some kind of energy loss, but that value is very negligible. So this energy loss takes place due to the vibration of the core of the transformer. Vibration of the what children? Core of the transformer. Core of the transformer. Okay. So these are the different types of energy losses. Different types of what children? Energy losses in the transformer. Yes. So this is the complete theory about the information what we need in exam point of view for the transformer. Yes. Please note down the theory, students. Yes.